Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday. This is your girl, Lady D. As you know, I'm just hopping on, guys. I have some questions that I would love for you guys to answer for me because I've been noticing these people, well, first of all, how was your weekend? Did my Sunday song I put up there for you guys to get you started yesterday, did it help your day at all? Oh my God, it sure did mine, man. I love anything that's uplifting. And that woman knows she's singing that song. So I hope it helped someone that was probably feeling down. I really hope that it was able to uplift your spirits and get you to shout and say it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So again, I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend and hope you have an awesome week ahead. But a couple of things, I've been checking out. How people been reaching out to me about, watching. Did I see the uh, live with Bruce on it? And, I told you guys about that. And I just been noticing some things. Can someone answer this? I made sure I did not forget the questions. I know one of my questions is, why are these bloggers having people come on their panel and asking them questions? And of course, I'm talking about R. Kelly. But I guess I need to make that clear. Asking questions that really only Robert can answer. I don't understand that. And my second question is, why are these people going on those panels to answer the question for Robert? Because there was a couple of questions that has been asked by people and they answering them. Now, I know one for sure, Robert already answered. But I don't understand, knowing that he already answered it, why are you answering it the same question differently from the only person that really knows, which is Robert? So that's please answer that for me. Why can't those people, when they're on those panels and they're asked certain questions, right? Why can't they tell that blogger or whoever the hell that interviewer is, why can't you just tell that person, I can't answer that. That is a question you need to ask Robert. Why do you guys go on there and try to answer certain questions that you can't answer? Okay, and the reason why I say that is because of I did finally go and watch. I still didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched enough of the interview with Bruce, right? Where did it come from? Because I've never heard Robert say that particular album, that release of Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. I never heard him say that was a publicity stunt. It wasn't in anything because I've been following. So could you guys answer that for me? Please leave me a comment if you kind of have an idea. Where did that come from? Because I've heard a couple of people say, oh, age ain't nothing but a number. Oh, that was just a publicity. Where did that come from? And why are you trying to justify this? It's an album. It's music. Age ain't nothing but a... So why are you guys, in my opinion, why are you entertaining? You still entertaining the underage shit. That's my point I'm really trying to make. Why are you people keep trying to justify that for these people? You don't have to justify that. If Robert said, and I believe him, I don't have any reason not to. If that man says he has not been with an underage young lady in the periods of what these people are asking, why are you people still trying to answer those questions? He already answered it. He said it. So please, if someone know about that, please, can you please let me know where did that come from? Or maybe did he want, I've never heard him say it. So could someone please clear that up for me? And my next question is the marriage to Aaliyah and this fake ass certificate that's out there. Why are you people still trying to answer those questions? And you saying something you don't know, really. Because if you really followed his case, and if you actually read the mitigation report, Robert said him and Aaliyah, there was a marriage for what, 2 or 3 days? But the marriage isn't what you people thinking. And I'm going to tell you what he said in the mitigation report and why it makes so much sense to me. Now, you may take it and run with it because that's what you people love to do. You like to look at some crazy shit that, you know, because that fits your narrative. I think differently. But Robert answered that question about Aaliyah in that mitigation report. Robert and Aaliyah were very close. They really were. Okay. I don't believe there was ever a sexual encounter with the two. That's my opinion. And especially during that time, I can't believe that her parents would not have done something, filed some sort of report if that really happened. But that's my opinion. But what people have to remember, this was years ago. Robert was much younger. Okay. You all know Robert has a mind of I want to say back then, there's no telling, but he wasn't mature to that level that people want to think he was. He wasn't. So I get it. Okay. But the way Robert explained as far as that marriage with him and Aaliyah, Robert flat out said, because Aaliyah ran her little hot ass away from home. Yeah, I said it. Well, she was. Y'all act like these damn young women, these young girls aren't a handful. Come on. You know they are. Some of them, not all. So my point is, Aaliyah ran away from home. This is what was in the report. She ran away from home because she wanted to spend, her time with Robert, all the recording and the stuff that they do, right? So Robert, knowing her parents are going to flip, she would not go. She was so, she loved Robert so much, she refused to go home. And Robert, she mentioned, I need to get the report to read that part. Hold on, let me do that. Let me read that part because I don't want to mess it up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me do that. Hey guys, let me read exactly what R. Kelly said regarding Aaliyah and the marriage. Okay, let me read this because it's just all over the place. And just let me just kill it. Let me just read it and you can take it and do however you want to perceive it. This is coming from the horse's mouth and not someone else. So let me read it. Okay. So this is in the mitigation report, right at the part when he started talking about, another thing before I read that. Someone was asked a question about how did R. Kelly meet Hankerson, right? Now, R. Kelly already said how he met the man, how he came across this man. But you have someone on this platform told a totally different story. And I'm like, that's not how he met him. But anyway, let me put that out there too. I only go on facts, man. Once the man is spoiled, I'm done. All that extra, no. That's why I say, stop speaking for this man. You don't have to, because he's already spoken. But let me, as far as this Aaliyah thing, because this is the most popular subject there is, all this current event means nothing. So let me read this part. It says, at the age of 23, Mr. Kelly, oh, wait a minute. Let me come down. Okay. Mr. Kelly met Aaliyah at the age of 24 or 25. Aaliyah, who was 13 or 14, was the niece. Give me 1 second, of course. Distraction. Sorry about that. I will start over. You know, my family. When you're working from home. All right. Mr. Kelly met Aaliyah at the age of 25. Aaliyah, who was 13 or 14, was the niece of Barry Hankerson, Mr. Kelly's account manager. Guys, when I'm reading, I am reading the mitigation report that was put together by the Harvard forensic experts that examined Robert Sylvester Kelly, just so you guys know where this is coming from. This is from Harvard forensic experts. That is just so important to stress that. Okay? I'm going to read that part over. Mr. Kelly met Aaliyah at the age of 24 or 25. Aaliyah, who was 13 or 14, was the niece of Barry Hankerson, Mr. Kelly's account manager. He was introduced to Aaliyah by Mr. Hankerson, who asked Mr. Kelly to help her musical career. Mr. Kelly spent 2 years working with Aaliyah to help produce her. During that time, her mother, Diane, frequently accompanied Aaliyah to meet with Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly described spending time together with Aaliyah and Diane. This, according to Mr. Kelly, led to ongoing conflict between him and Diane. He said that Aaliyah wanted to travel to Chicago to continue to work with him. This led to a conflict between Aaliyah and her mother. Aaliyah eventually traveled to Chicago against her mother's wishes. Mr. Kelly saw Aaliyah in Chicago, which continued to cause conflict between Aaliyah and her mother. He said she wanted to get married. He described feeling like he was in trouble because she was already in Chicago, which was against her parents' wishes. He told her if they married, she had to go home. Let me read that part again, just for the ones. Let me read it again. He described feeling like he was in trouble because she was already in Chicago, which was against her parents' wishes. He told her if they married, she had to go home. They married in a hotel in Chicago. She then went home. Mr. Kelly said the marriage was annulled 3 days later. Annulled 3 days. I put the later in there. But I want to read it verbatim. Mr. Kelly said the marriage was annulled 3 days. Mr. Kelly said he never, let me say it again. Mr. Kelly said he never had sex with Aaliyah. He said the relationship would have been different, progressed to sex, if Aaliyah was older. Let me read that damn part again. He said the relationship would have been different, progressed to sex, if Aaliyah was older. When Aaliyah returned home, she phoned Mr. Kelly. He said they were both crying on the phone. The phone call ended when Aaliyah's parents hung up the phone. That was the last time Mr. Kelly spoke to Aaliyah. Okay, yeah. So that's the part about Aaliyah and that damn marriage, because now it's going into the Andrea. But it was let me read that shit one more time. Just this part. Just this part. They married in a hotel in Chicago. They didn't take their ass down to City Hall with that fake ass certificate that's floating around that everyone is trying to defend. Don't defend it, because wasn't that during the trial that was a fake ass certificate. They could have gotten that shit offline and filled in some information, but y'all want to believe it. No, let me go back to this part where she ran her little ass came to Chicago. Okay. Let me get to that part. Let me go back up here. Let me see where that part. He said that Aaliyah wanted to travel to Chicago to continue to work with him, which was a problem with the parents. This led to a conflict between Aaliyah and her mother. Aaliyah eventually traveled to Chicago against her mother's wishes. Mr. Kelly saw Aaliyah in Chicago, which continued to cause conflict between Aaliyah and her mother. He said she wanted to get married. He described feeling like he was in trouble because she was already in Chicago, which was against her parents' wishes. He told her if they married, she had to go home. They married in a hotel in Chicago. She then went home. Mr. Kelly said the marriage was annulled 3 days. Mr. Kelly said he never had sex with Aaliyah. Mr. Kelly said he never had sex with Aaliyah. Damn, what them other people saying? Them people don't know because they weren't there. The man said they never had sex. He said the relationship would have been different, it progressed to sex, if Aaliyah was older. When Aaliyah returned home, she phoned Mr. Kelly. He said they were both crying on the phone. The phone call ended when Aaliyah's parents hung up the phone. That was the last time that man spoke with Aaliyah. Aaliyah went on with her damn life, did her thing, only said nice things to say about the man well after all of this shit. So, guys, my point is, don't discuss that shit about that woman and that man with these people anymore. Direct their ass to the mitigation report if they want to know. Or be patient, because Robert will be coming home, and ask Robert to come on their channel and ask the man himself. The man has said it. She has said it. But for some reason, you guys want to you just going to just say what they both lying, right? You know better. Well, I'm going to go with what those two said. The two people that it involved. I'm going to go with that. And the person said how Robert played as far as meeting Hankerson. Robert explained that. Remember when he said he won I may not be saying it verbatim, but he won a contest. The people ran off with the damn money and he was walking home, right? and he was on 70 at where the Regal Theater or some shit, and they was having some sort of event going on over there. It was a gospel, I think it was. And Robert went up in there. Everything was over, and he was like, "Man, can I?" Basically, he wanted to see if he could try out for it, but it was too late. So Robert started singing anyway. You guys remember Robert saying this? And so the guy told Robert, in other words, "Man, stay right here." He went and got Barry. That's how they met. Now, this other shit that was recently said is incorrect. This is what I'm saying. If you don't know the answers, don't try to answer them. First of all, the shit they asking you guys is really none of their damn business. It really isn't. Because they're really asking you something that's personal. It's that man personal shit. And as far as Aaliyah, why would you guys even entertain it? Look how many years ago that was. Why would you even entertain it? Cut their ass off and stop trying to answer some shit about underage. The man spoke on that. He been through all that shit. He's not interested in no underage girls. Come on. If your ass 18, maybe you guys still feel even if you're 18, 19, he should be. That's your personal damn opinion, which you are entitled to. But he doesn't have to live by your damn rules. You get what I'm saying? You guys have torn this man apart with your own personal shit. So I wanted to read that. So hopefully that changes something about her being pregnant and they getting married so she could, because she was supposed to be pregnant. Come on. That shit never happened. That was all, like all these other people then interfered, put themselves in this man's life and created all this shit. That's who you people are listening to. That's why this shit is messy and all over the place, because you refuse to want to hear the truth. And that's really sad. You guys to put this man in the most awful light because it fits this BS that's out there. You guys entertaining it. So come on. How the hell she could be pregnant if they never slept together? But that sounds juicy, right? That keeps the attention. It's not right. You're messing with someone's life. And once she passed, Robert doesn't even really speak on her. He doesn't feel it's fair. And I agree. So my point again is, when these people have you on their platform because they want to ask you some questions about Robert, tell their ass to ask Robert. Ask him. He's coming out. It won't be too much longer. We don't know when, but it won't be no 30 damn years for sure. Okay? Now I truly believe that shit is not happening. But that's my own personal opinion. But I feel it so strongly. And I hope you guys do too. Look at all the BS. So that's the story, guys. That man never slept with that woman. But he said he could have if she was older. So come on. You don't believe that? You think that's a lie too? Well, that is then. But keep that shit going, what y'all doing. See, that's why I don't entertain it. I just don't. It's crazy. So that's that. Wait a minute. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss my other questions. What other questions I had? But that was definitely one of the main damn things. These people going on here trying to answer some shit they supposed to be asking Robert. What the hell these people gonna ask? That I told, okay, the age by number. That was it. What else? I think that's probably it. As far as my Robert questions. Yeah. So that was it. I mean, please answer that for me. Why are people going on these platforms calling themselves answering questions that should be directed to Robert? And then they answering shit and Robert has already answered some of the shit. So you're contradicting what he's saying. Why do people do that? That was my question. And the age for that album with he and Aaliyah, age ain't nothing but a number. Did Robert say that was a publicity stunt? Can someone tell me where did that come from? Because I never heard him say that. And why should it? It was just a damn album. I mean, they entertained the entertainer. They came up with a title for a damn album. So what? So what? So I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? Age ain't nothing but a number. That's because you guys stuck in that sick shit, because that's where you want to be. And am I mistaken? Robert didn't come up with that title. Wasn't it said somewhere? I'm not sure that was Aaliyah, but see, I don't know. So that's why I want to know, where did that even come from? Now, on a more serious thing, whatever serious, I'm saying even more. Someone sent me a video, and because they wanted me to see this person on this platform. So I checked it out, and near the end, the guy started talking about God, and but my question is, talking about how we God, what God is, Jesus wasn't it, Jesus didn't exist. That was some made up. I don't know, but my question to you guys, because everyone has their version of who their higher power is, right? And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You believe in who you believe in, and we believe in who we believe in. Why does it make it wrong? And the reason why I say that is God is one. Am I right? That Holy Spirit is it's one God, one that's over the universe. Am I right or wrong? Now, you may call him whomever, who your God is. You may call him some over here, and you may call it some over here. But my point, when it all really boils down, aren't we still serving the same God? Could somebody answer that for me? Because I'm really confused after that dude yesterday. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, and I know about the Sabbath on, they were saying it wasn't a Sunday, it's a Saturday. Now that I know that from my sister, because she studied the Israelite, So, but I'm just saying, why is he, why, I don't get it. Does it really matter? As long as he's a healing God, trusting God, does it really matter if it's your name, whomever you name, how you guys believe, or how we call him God or Jesus, his son? Why are we wrong for that? Can somebody answer that for me? Because my point is, we're all saying basically the same thing with each one of your gods. So what is the problem? I don't get it. Can somebody please tell me that too? I just want those questions answered. Those were the things that got to me these last couple of days. And I'm like, does it really matter though? Is he, as long as he's a healing God, trusting, you know what I'm saying? Well, everything you feel about your God, we feel about ours. But we call him something different than what you call your God. Does it make it wrong? And if it does, could someone please educate your girl? I want to know. I want to know, because that's all I've ever known. Is the Heavenly Father and his son, Jesus. Okay? So that's how we were brought up. We believe in the Holy Spirit. I truly 100% believe it. And I truly believe there's a higher power out there that definitely heals. And I'm speaking from experience on that one. So his name may not be the same as yours. But aren't we still talking about the same God? Please answer that for me. So I'm going to let you guys go and get back with your, get back to your day. I just wanted to come on first, say, hey, what's up? Let's get this week started. I wanted to make sure yesterday was uplifting for you. I put that song on there just for, hopefully it uplifted, made somebody feel better that probably was feeling down, to bring you back. Please answer the questions that I've asked, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said, my channel is not going anywhere. I may not be on like I should. But like I said, man, my channel was totally 100% Robert, and things have really calmed down for him. So I won't be coming live like that unless it's really something. You know me, I'll pop on in a minute with a live if something has really come up and I just can't wait to share with you guys. But other than that, I will be making showings, like this, or, putting something on the community wall, letting you guys know I'm still here. I'm still here. And if at any time you like, come on, Lady D, come on live, we need to talk about that, reach out to me. You know how to reach me. Go to the About page. All my info is right there anytime you guys need to reach out. But until then, I will continue doing what I do. Those of you that's not familiar, we do have a R. Kelly support group for Facebook. If you guys have not joined our Facebook, we don't allow anyone in there. It's straight up 100% supporters. No scheming. We're not about all of that. It's all about Robert. Please join our Facebook page. I need to start saying that because I don't think I say that enough when I come on here. I still post there, and I try to do whatever I do here to share with those guys. And I didn't do that today. Darn it, I should have added them to this, but that's okay. I'll share it. So take care, guys. Have an awesome rest of your week. And I'll chat with you guys. So take care. Bye-bye.